welcome back to Let's Talk. This is a new season, season 2, episode 1. I just want to say thank you guys so much for everything you have done for me, and thank you to all the collaborators who had collaborated with me on season 1, and I wouldn't be here without any of you. So thank you guys so much. But today I have a new guest with me, Isabel 𝗦𝗶𝗹.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. I'm, good as always. How are you?
I'm doing well, just living life. Yeah, I'm just doing good. How are you? How's things going for you?
It's been going really, really well. So I'm very happy about that, Well, that more, but it's been going really well.
So first thing I want to get into is about yourself as being an artist, starting your new artist career, going into music with different genres. I remember the other day you were actually on live on TikTok and you were talking about your music. Would you just talk about more of what you do, who you are? Just give some background.
Yeah, absolutely. So I kind of grew up, like, my dad's a musician, and like that kind of whole side of my family are musicians, and I have some musicians on my mom's side as well. But he's a very musical person, and he's really into jazz music, oddly enough. And so I did grow up since I was like, I don't know, 7 or something. I would sing jazz with my dad, and my brother would play guitar and whatever instrument he was playing at the time. And we would go to open mic nights and like jazz jams. So that's kind of how I like was introduced. It was just kind of always like just a part of my life. That's kind of always the way it was. And my mom's Cuban, so I'm half Cuban. And so I also grew up with a lot of Cuban music. And she's also into a lot of classic rock. So I've grown up with a lot of different things. And then kind of later down the line, Thomas got into production, and we started writing songs together while he was in like middle school when I was a little kid. And it kind of just really grew from there. I mean, it's just kind of always been a part of what I've done. And, just kind of doing what we think is cool. And that's kind of where, at least where I've kind of started with music. And then, we released stuff together when I was in middle school. And then we were like, okay, maybe we'll just do it separately. And so that's kind of where we're at now. But,
Yeah, I mean, again, backstory is always important. I totally respect that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm very influenced of all different genres. Like, I don't make music, but like I love different music genres and listening to everything. I like little doses of everything. But it's amazing to have different backgrounds of what you grew up with. Again, I still can't believe I'm talking to you right now. It's an honor. I'm going down here. Another thing I want to get into is your next single, Game Boy, which is getting a lot of attention on TikTok recently. So is there any exciting plans that you're going to do before to push that release, or are you going to do something after, which is like, I don't know, something crazy? What is something you're going to do with that whole Game Boy release? Do you have anything in mind?
100%. I think I talked about the release date is December 8th, and everyone on TikTok was getting mad at me that it was so late. And I mean, the kind of reasoning is I really do want some kind of like viral moment with Game Boy, because I think it can have it. We had kind of a smaller one with 16 candles, and that really boosted the kind of engagement that it got after the release. And Game Boy, I think, has gotten even a lot more attention than 16 Candles has. And also we're kind of in the process of filming like the Spotify loop and the lyric video and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of visuals aspects that will come later on with Game Boy. We have the album cover, and afterwards, which is one thing I'm really excited about, which who knows, but I do want to remix it with another hyperpop artist, which is something that there are a lot of hyperpop artists in like a specific lane that I really like and I think could be really, really good. Kind of the Alden, Eric Doa, Glaive, those type of artists. So possibly trying to get getting one of those artists on Game Boy as a kind of a remix, I think, kind of to give it more of a life, more of a lifeline. But that's something I'm really excited about. But just kind of getting together the visuals in general, I'm thinking about, depending on how well it does after the release, kind of thinking about possibly like designing some kind of merch or collaboration with some kind of clothing brand, which is, I love fashion, so I'm really excited about that. But that's kind of the general. It's a lot.
Don't worry. I mean, like, if you are going to go for Game Boy, just go all out. You know what I mean? Like, if you want that to be a viral moment, just go for it. You have 16 Candles, Closer, and now Game Boy. Out of all three of those singles, right? They're gonna all be normal. Like, they're all normal singles, right? Out of all three of them, which one do you connect most lyrically?
Probably 16 Candles, because it was written about something that actually happened to me. Closer and Game Boy were completely made up, even though Closer is oddly enough like more specific than 16 Candles. People, like, I'll play it for my friends and they're like, who's this about? I'm like, I swear, like, it's not about anyone. But 16 Candles probably because it was just the most personal for me. But I really love all of the lyrics. And 16 Candles was more, just a more personal song. But so were the other ones. It just really depends. Game Boy is just more like, it's obviously has a lot more production and is more hyper pop. So I feel like almost the lyrics can get like the meaning of the lyrics can get almost a little bit lost with the cool production. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I get you. But I mean, you were talking about 16 Candles the other day, and and I did hear the story. I was like, oh, she's dropping some tea over here. Did you send them the song at least? Like, did you get?
I think that they've heard it. I'm pretty sure they've heard it. But I definitely didn't send it. I definitely didn't send it to them, but I'm very sure that they heard it.
Okay, because I was like, how do you write stuff about other people? Like, so in 5 years of your career, just say, 5 more years along the line, what do you think your career will be, and what place do you think you'll be?
That's I think. Well, I can talk about kind of where I would hope it to be. It's just, things are genuinely so unpredictable in the kind of, just in any creative industry, really. I just have no idea, because it's like some songs get released and then, they don't do anything for 6 months, and then something blows up and then it's their hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that it's genuinely very hard to predict, where things will be, especially in even months, honestly. But I mean, I would hope to be a much bigger artist, have a lot more stuff out. And I also, I do a lot of write for pitch with my brother. So I want to have a lot more credits underneath, like kind of under my belt with other artists, and kind of begin, because I think that the problem with being an artist kind of like in front of the camera almost is that it doesn't necessarily have a very long lifetime. So I think that kind of, because my brother is my producer and he has production, which is like you can do for however, you know what I mean? It's like you can do until you're, old or whatever it is. It doesn't really matter. But, it's not necessarily the same thing as being like a singer or whatever it is. So I want to, be writing for a lot more artists, and be, working visually with a lot more artists, and kind of having that behind the scenes aspect also, as well as being an artist. But that's kind of what I want to focus on also, as well as the music.
Yeah, like, I didn't know that your brother was your producer. Hello?
Oh, I didn't mention that. Yeah, my older brother is my producer. His name's Thomas. And he's great. Obviously, he's amazing, and we write a lot of stuff together, or he'll write something, send it over to me, and then I'll write, send it back. He's very back and forth at the moment. But he's 20 and he's great. He's a really, really talented person, and I wouldn't be like, I would not have the stuff that I do without his help. And, him being there. So he's a really talented person.
Yeah, at least you know you have a connection with your brother, and like that's really special. It's giving me like vibes of Billie Eilish and Phineas.
I don't know. It's a great, you know what I mean? It's a great comparison because they're so amazingly talented, and I'm a big Billie Eilish fan. I just because also the age difference. You're a Billie Eilish fan. Yeah, she's amazing. I saw her live at I was about to say Rolling Loud. I did not go to Rolling Loud. Gov and she was amazing. So it's kind of like a similar dynamic. So everyone's like, Are you Billie Eilish?" I'm like, I don't know. So also when people say that their parents like the music, I'm like, that is a very good sign, because that means it doesn't just reach like a specific age demographic. It reaches all. Like if parents can like it too, that's a very good sign. But hey, I will gladly take the Billie comparisons. I know that I'm going to be getting a lot of them, but it's all good because I've been a fan of her since I was like 12 or something like that. Like I love her so much, so I'm not mad about it at all. You know? Yeah,
like the amount of sweatshirts I have on her face. Oh my gosh! I know you wanted to talk about collaborations. You talked about you were talking about Derek Doa and all that stuff and other hyper pop artists. But in the industry, just in general, what kind of mainstream artists you would love to collaborate with? Like if you could pick one or pick, two or three, like which ones would you pick?
Yeah, absolutely. Every time I'm talking to someone about like my favorite artist or who I want to work with, my mind just goes like completely blank. I'm like, who am I listening to? But I mean, obviously we're just talking about it. Billie Eilish would be like a dream that, I would honestly love to do some kind of, I mean, this is like really long term, like huge artists. I'm a big 𝗦cie fan. I would him like having a feature on something, that would be crazy. Who else? I mean, a lot of different. I'm trying to think about who I saw at Gov that I would like want to work with. Post Malone. I mean, all these huge artists. But these are like, this is talking like, okay, if this happens, that'll happen, but I don't know why. 𝗦cie is an artist that I have been into for a long time, who I would love to have on a song. That would be a dream.
So now we're gonna play some song association. Do you know what that is?
I think I've seen the video. Is it okay? Isn't like a word and then you have to like think of the song? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I'm nervous.
Your first word is fly.
Wait, okay, what is that song? The Bruno Mars song? It's a fly. You know what I'm talking about? What is that called? I swear it's called... Oh my god, what is it called? Wait, you know what I'm talking about. You gotta help me out here.
What's your answer? What do you know the song?
Is it called Fly? I'm gonna look like an idiot. I know it's a Bruno Mars song.
Alrighty, so you're ready for your next word? Okay, your next word is deep.
Oh my god, Rolling in the Deep, oh my god, it's Rolling in the Deep by Adele, but I'm trying to think of the part where she says rolling. This is what I'm talking about, my mind, like, okay, well, I didn't sing it, but Rolling in the Deep.
Okay, so you got that point.
Yeah, okay, well, you know what, it's loose rules here.
Loose rules. Ready for your next one, your third one.
All right, this is third one, okay.
So your word is treasure.
Treasure. Another Bruno Mars. What is it with me and Bruno Mars today? Okay, I think I got the treasure. That is what... Yeah, you know what I'm talking
about. That is correct. That is definitely correct.
I don't know what it is Bruno Mars today, man.
Hey, I mean, it's a vibe. So I don't know how many points you actually got, but it will be on the screen when it edited. But this will be the conclusion of our interview.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. Like, it's such an honor for you to be here. Oh my gosh. What are your socials?
Oh my god, why can I? Okay, Instagram, Isabel.s.larosa, and TikTok, official, is it official Isabel LaRosa? I think you'll find it. Those are the socials that I'm gonna plug today.
Alrighty, thank you guys for listening, and thank you for watching. Would you like to say your goodbyes to the audience as well?
Hi, thank you for watching and or listening. I appreciate it.
I don't wanna be one of your games, boy. I'm not your game, boy. I know